Fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars! Fuck you!
The movies, the internet stuff is so violent. It's so incredible.
I see worried about it just because the consumption of these violent video games has been going up continuously since the early 90s, and yet youth violence has been going down.
If you look at juvenile crime statistics, which have gone down dramatically over the past 15 years, it really doesn't seem to bear what the American pediatric
You can pick up guns, knives. You can now choose to punch, kick, headbutt people, stab them.
What's up, Hiroshi? Let's light this candle. And how you all doing today, this fine afternoon? And so, if you guys are watching us on Twitch, of course you see what today's article is about. I'm not joined by any co-host today. I'm just making a short podcast. What's up, Lycan, over there on Twitch? So today's podcast, today's episode is basically about YouTube, the state of YouTube, a video streaming service that has been around for well over 10 years, 15 years, well, maybe not even 15 years. I think it came around in, 2005, 2006. YouTube has become a thing, and it's one of those video streaming services that everybody has come to love, to know and love. It's basically a pastime for a lot of people. All your favorite YouTube creators on there, making your favorite videos. To me, when I started using YouTube, it was a service where I was able to find those hard to reach videos, you know, like if there was a TV show at the time that wasn't on air, and wow, look at this, GMM Grammy blocked my video because it contains content they own. Oh, that is terrific. Thanks a lot, Facebook. If it ain't YouTube, it is fucking Facebook, guys. Holy shit. Your favorite video. Alright, so I don't know what that was about. If you guys are able to still hear me on Facebook, let me know. Type something in there. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? I love it. Maybe it's because of the video I had planned at the beginning. I don't know. Fuck them. All this shit about copyright content and all. Yeah, it's amazing. I can't understand it. So anyway, when I first came to YouTube, when I first started watching videos on YouTube, this was back in 2006, 2007, and I had just come across it, and I'm like, wow, I could find TV shows that were no longer on TV, you know, I can watch, you know, television commercials, all kind of stuff. There was content galore on this website. You know, anybody can create a video and put it up there, and people will see it. It was hilarious, and that was one of the first times when I got into making video content. When I got into, you know, buying a camera and just filming random shit, and that was one thing that I was always interested in. I mean, it never became a career or a job or anything, but it was just a passion. It was something I loved to do. It was a pastime to be able to just pick up a camera and act like an idiot at times. You know, it was pretty cool. I liked it. And then, of course, just a few years ago, they decided, the site YouTube decided to collaborate with Google. And Google, I forgot how much they bought, you know, they signed on with. But some people thought it was a bad idea, and people thought it was a good idea. It was divided. But to content creators out there, and there's thousands of content creators on YouTube who make money off of it. Facebook wouldn't let you I don't know what the fuck is going on. It must be because of the song I had playing at the beginning. Apparently GMM Grammy blocked my video because it contains their content, so fuck them. You know, I don't know. They can eat my ass. They can fill up my ass like the Philippines. But anyway, so just a few years back, it became a content creator's heaven to be able to create content and actually monetize their videos for financial gain. So you could make money off of, yeah, Facebook and YouTube are in bed. Yeah, fuck them. But you could make money off of YouTube videos just a few years ago. And people learned that they could do that. You could partner with YouTube and you could monetize videos. You can make money off of them. And today you got people out there, like take Kid Behind the Camera. Michael Green lives in, I still can't remember which one of the Carolinas he lives in, North Carolina or South Carolina. But this dude, take him for example. And I've been watching his material since 2010, 2011, when it started becoming noticeable on YouTube. This guy, he was living with his family in this rundown trailer park. They were barely making ends meet. And he was making videos of his dad, the Angry Grandpa Show. And he was posting videos on certain websites. FPS Russia has been banned for a long time. Yeah, fuck Russia. Well, no offense, Ron. But yeah, Michael Green, he had an incentive and he saw something, and he sold a few of his videos with him filming his dad and how angry he was and all. He sold that content to a few websites that gave him money for it, and that money, they used to pay their bills or put food on the table or whatever. Plus, he was working with one of the WWE managers at the time, and he still is, Paul Heyman. He does a lot of art. Russia fucks you. I didn't make the comment, I just replied to it. But yeah, the dude, he works for Paul Heyman in WWE. He makes a lot of artwork for WWE and Paul Heyman and all, so he makes money that way. But he started putting his Angry Grandpa videos on YouTube. They became a sensation. And when it came time where he could actually monetize those videos and make money off of them, look where that dude is at now. He's paying for 2 houses. Dude owns like 2 or 3 cars. His whole family's in the money, man. He's paying off 2 houses. He's managing his money now. All because with the help of YouTube and the direction that they went for YouTubers like him. I mean, these guys, they're ranking in money, man. These guys, they play it smart. And then a lot of other YouTubers come along to make money, to making different content. There's YouTubers out there who, whatever their passion is, video gaming, reviewing movies, reviewing music. You got gun channels like Demolition Ranch. They take donations and shit. And whatever money goes into their channel, they use that to put into the channel to make the shows better. And it's an amazing thing around that time to be a YouTube creator. Now, I kind of stuck my hand in the cookie jar a little bit to see what I could do. If whether or not I were to make money off the platform, it would have been nice, but it wasn't too much what I was about, because I love making videos. It was something I wanted to do. I wanted to create reviews. I wanted to do gameplay videos. I wanted to do something and get it out there. And I had a channel 4 years ago, and I've made a lot of content for that channel. A lot of content, gameplays, reviews, a lot of stuff. And it was all very comedic, I had a very small audience at the time, and Tom and I, we collaborated a few times in the past. He had Team Encoder, which he still does. I mean, a lot of stuff happened around that time when it came to like trolls and haters and stuff like that. But before that time period, I had made a move to where I was doing pretty much reaction review videos on YouTuber McJuggernuggets. That's another guy. He's a financial genius himself. Another one like Kid Behind the Camera. That dude made a series called Psycho Dad. And he took his dad, made him the quote-unquote villain of his videos, and they became sensational. Yeah, he copied the idea off of other YouTubers who had did the same thing, like Waffle Pone and a few others. But it's kind of like when you look at the movie industry when it comes to, like, let's say horror movies. Everybody talks about how Halloween revolutionized the slasher genre. It made it more mainstream, but it wasn't the first slasher movie out there. The first slasher movies were like Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's pretty much how it is on YouTube. McJuggernuggets made it a big thing where he was telling a story, and yet his audiences were pretty much divided on whether or not his videos were faked or if they were real. So, I ended up getting, digging my digging my hand into that dirty cookie jar and taking a shot. And of course, I ended up building an audience. And the audience on my channel was growing at a phenomenal rate. I was looking at the analytics and all, and every day I was gaining like anywhere between 10 and 15 new subscribers for that channel. And it was over a 3 or 4 month period, and I'm gaining all these people, this audience, and I'm like, you know what, I think I found something that can actually bring that attention to the channel. Everybody does similar content. Your personality, it's all about your personality that dictates your popularity. And I have a certain personality when it comes to creating content for YouTube or even doing these podcasts and game streams. And it's not just about like who I am in real life, that's the kind of person I am. But when you have something and you have that personality and it speaks to people, it works. You don't just want to be a boring person on YouTube, talking about this. And I've come across so many people on YouTube that are pretty fucking boring, where they talk like Ben Stein and shit, and it's insane. So I was, I had these videos monetized and all, and I was still doing this content. I was calling them McJuggernuggets rants, but while I was doing that, we were doing so much more content, and everybody in the group started gaining just a little bit of popularity amongst them. I was doing segments like Shout Out Saturdays. Our fans were loving that. Shout Out Saturdays. Like, I would tell people, let me know in the comments section, do you want a shout out? And I will pick your name. I will review your channel. I will look at your channel, see what you got, and I would put you in the video. And everybody was so psyched. Like, I was getting comments and questions from fans like, when am I going to be on Shout Out Saturday? And I would tell them, you're going to be on there soon, man. I literally have a whole... I even did it one show. I said, I got a long list of people I got to go through. And I literally had a list of probably about 100 and some people who were looking for shout-outs, because my channel was... It was a small channel at the time, but it was pretty big because I had over 1,000 subscribers, which was phenomenal. I didn't think I would get that much. I got quite a bit of hate before the whole troll thing kicked in, but it felt pretty good. It was pretty good. And at the time, even though I was monetizing my content and all, I was just about maybe making a name on there, but, I was living up to my passion. I was making content, it was getting noticed, and people were loving it. And I was even loving it. There was times where, you know, whatever video I put out, I would go back and rewatch, and I would laugh my ass off. You know, like it took me a while to get used to my voice and listening to my voice, or even seeing myself on camera. But as time went on, yeah, it was a great time, man. I met a lot of great people. I actually met Mike that way. Mike came along as sort of a fan, and then he ended up doing some content on his own. I mean, I'm not going to go into like the dark times of what happened after that, but yeah, I met a lot of great people. Mike was one of them, and I've been friends with him, God, for 4 years now. It's been a long time. I hope he's here. I don't know. He might be asleep, or he's working or something. But yeah, that's how I met Mike. It was a good time to be a YouTuber for us. And Tom, you know, he was going through some things. You know, he was trying to get some help for his back, you know, because the way his back is with his disability. You hate your voice on the podcast. It takes some getting used to. It does. I've gotten used to it because I've had to edit all my videos, and I would have to do a lot of editing. And that was the one thing that was kind of a downfall for me, was editing videos. Because it was very time consuming, and the software I had kept crashing all the time, and there was times I would give up. It was hard, but once it finished, the final product was always pretty good. You remember the whole story with me and Empire? Yes, it was a great time to do that. And even Cypher got into the whole thing, and we collaborated at one point. You know, that's when his podcast Utter Random Crap came up. it was hilarious. When I heard the first 2 episodes, especially the first episode with him and Riddle, it was funny as shit. It's just 2 guys sitting there, just hit record on the phone, and they just went on. They just pretty much improved everything that they did, and it was just hilarious. It was just a random conversation, and it went in all different directions, and that was pretty cool with what that turned out to be. And then, of course, every episode of URC was topic related, and you know, I was in quite a few of them at the time, and we did a lot of good things. We still got some stuff that we got to revive here real soon for the podcast. But it was a good time. You know, everybody was making a name for themselves. Even JT, people were learning who JT was. JT was going to do a comic book segment where he was going to talk about comic books, which fell through. You know, it never really happened, but that was going to be a good thing right there. You know, people were asking, when's JT going to do his comic book segment? You know, like, okay, he's going to be looking into comics. You know, he's going to be checking them out, and he's getting ready to. You know, my brother Joe, he was in some of them. We did video game reviews. I had a buddy of mine, Chris, at the time. You know, he was in some of the videos. Even though he didn't like his appearance in them, he didn't like his voice either, but he brought some pretty good humor to it as well. And I remember one time I was editing one of my videos, and my friend Chris, not Bane, this was somebody else that he's not around anymore. He was watching me edit a video, and he was like, "So you're watching a video of you talking to the camera?" So yeah. And he's like, "And that doesn't bother you? Like, you don't think you sound bad or anything?" I said, "Well, I gotten used to it. You know, with me editing videos, yeah, everybody hates the way they sound. You know, when you hear yourself, you know, through a speaker or something, or you hear yourself talking back through like a video camera or something like that, people don't like the sound of their voice. I got used to it. Do I have the personality for a radio show, you know, like to be a DJ or something? Probably not, but I've gotten used to it. It's gotten a lot easier, especially when re-listening to these podcasts, because there's a lot of funny moments, and plus there's a lot of educational moments too in these podcasts. But that was back in the day. You know, we were doing a lot of things, and of course the whole McJuggerNugget thing, his Psycho series came to an end, and I'm like, okay, I got an audience built up. You know, they wanted me to talk about this, and I could put on some more rants. I could do some other stuff, but I want to be able to do my own content and let them watch it and love it too. but the sexy man voice, no way. So there was a time where I even noticed, like, when it came to the analytics of the views of the videos, like, people were more for my McJuggerNugget rant videos than they were for my video game videos, you know? And that was cool. That was cool, you know. People still watched other videos, you know. We had so many segments. We even had a segment which was kind of like a, you know what grinds my gears, but I forgot what we originally titled it, and that was a pretty good, hilarious segment I did. I had a few videos on there. I think we started out talking about Common Core math, and it went on to some even more hilarious stuff. I even had this keyboard I bought from Walmart. It was from the brand ONN, and I was against their electronics because, to me, some of their electronics were complete garbage. And I did a video where I was talking about the keyboard, how bad it was. And at the end of the video, I literally took it out in my backyard and I set it up as like a segment from Office Space with the music playing. And I was just beating the fuck out of the keyboard. And I tell you, the hardest thing was me getting on the ground, you know, in the camera and just started hitting the fuck keyboard with my fist. That was the hardest thing, but that was a lot of fun. Especially when you were watching it over and over, and I was like, damn, I can't believe I did that, but it was so fucking hilarious. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And then, of course, the dark times came, you know, where I got involved with a bunch of troll activity. So did Mike, and we were pretty much dormant for like 2 or 3 years after that. You know, we pretty much, you know, we ended up shutting down those channels and, you know, just like going off the radar. You know, I mean, of course, trolls like that, they still reign today, and, you know, they don't even know that. Well, some of them know I'm still around, but they don't even bother me, really. You know, they're doing other things. So I wish I could find that video, man. That was fucking funny. I wish I gotta see if I got that video somewhere. That was hilarious. That was one of my favorite videos from that whole segment series. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. There was even one where I talked about Walmart. Like, how fucking Walmart is so fucked up. Like, the most fucked up shit you see when you walk into Walmart. I was even showing screenshots and stuff. It was hilarious. But there was a couple videos that I actually put up on Facebook that I saved from the past. There was even one I put up where we did this, it was a horror segment. I forgot what it was called. I forgot what we called it. Tom, you may remember it. I forgot the name of it. The video's up on Facebook, where Johnny T and I, well, JT, we went to the graveyard I'm always talking about on Through the Doorway. We went to the graveyard, we filmed it, you know, filmed different segments, and we just walked around and all. That was probably going to be a hit. You know, people loved that video. They absolutely loved that video. But after that, it was just hard to try to figure out where to go next and what to do. And it didn't really take off. We had one good video. And now with, you know, Tom part of the team, and we've pretty much collaborated. You know, we brought both teams together, and we've been working on Through the Doorway. We got to get together again and do some more videos on that. And, you know, we come up with a few good videos. We talked about this bike trail. We talked about his chair, Ouija board. A lot of fun, a lot of effort goes into these videos, and a lot of effort I put into editing them the way they are, and it's just phenomenal. And I've come a long way from the last 4 years, from when I started 4 years ago. Like, I can literally see it when I put my videos together and I edit them. I can see I've come a long way. Like, to me now, the very first video I ever did was very cheesy, and I'm like, God, I can't believe I filmed it that way. Like, at the time, it was pretty good. Now it's like, I can see I've come an awful long way from when I first started on YouTube. And now here I am, streaming on Twitch and streaming on Facebook and all kind of shit. And it's fun, you know. I have fun streaming and gaming with, you know, a really good group of guys, you know, Shadow, Tim, we haven't gamed together, but we did podcasts together. You know, Tom's been with me since, God, I've known Tom for like 10 years, just about. You know, and another group of guys. You know, we get together, we game, we podcast together, and we have a lot of fun. You know, do I really worry about making money off this content? No, because it's fun. You know, we have a small audience, yes. You know, we try to gain audience. We try to promote ourselves, you know, because we have something good here when it comes to podcasts. We have something good when it comes to gaming, and it's hilarious. You know, we try to do something that nobody else has done, you know, even though it that sounds cliche, but it really truly is something, and we've been working hard on it for the last 2 years, and we've built our team up, and we still got a pretty decent audience. We gained some more fans who like it. Yeah, no, we do some weird shit, but it's fun. You know, there's nothing dull about what we do. You know, it can get weird. You know, like we could sit there and play a game, and somebody just randomly say something or do something, and that's entertainment right there. If I fart on a stream, that's content for fucking days. You know? And it's just hilarious, like the PUBG stuff we do. The commentary alone is hilarious. Like if somebody doesn't understand what PUBG is, if they don't understand what they're watching, just listening to 3 or 4 guys just ranting on about random shit, that's entertainment enough. That's why, you know, Wolf, he wanted Tom to bring back Utter Random Crap, because that's that's what all URC was about, was people fucking ranting on and shit. I mean, yeah, you've been busy, but you love to do it again when you get time. Yeah, it's all good. Everybody gets busy. Everybody has, you know, different time slots, you know, time slots, schedules. Everybody works, everybody has a life, and that's fine, you know, it's understandable, you know, when we get together and do what we can, you know, it's all good. Like tonight, Mike and I are going to be doing some Modern Warfare, and we're going to stream that. If you want to join us for that, Shadow, you can. We're going to party up and do some stuff. But I figure I go into that little segment right there before I get into something that kind of ticks me off a little bit, but it's quite understandable. And I want your guys' feedback on this, because this is some fucked up shit. So, you know, even though I monetized my older channel and never really made money off of it, yeah, I'll let you know, man. Everybody on YouTube monetizes, and YouTube has been spiraling into the shitter for the last 3 years. Now, everybody right now is still making content for YouTube. Everybody's still getting paid for it. Now, content creators are getting paid less. They have restrictions on their channels. Within the last few years, you know, everybody's been penalized for certain things in their videos, such as, of course, if you play copyrighted, you know, content, you're not going to be able to monetize your videos. Some even think that they're going to get copyright strikes. You don't really get a copyright strike, you know, you just can't monetize your video. I mean, YouTube is strict about that. It's stupid, you know, like 10 years ago, you could put a song in a video and nothing could happen, you know? I'm like, I'm not trying to steal the fucking song, but then again, that's been the whole fucking thing for the last 20-some years. I mean, look, 20 years ago, people were downloading music from Napster. That's when I started, you know, middle school. Napster. I started downloading fucking music. People been stealing fucking movies and music and even games for 20 fucking years. Not a whole lot has happened to them, you know? And look where that's transitioned today. I know that's a whole other fucking topic for another podcast, but look where that's transitioned today. From people downloading music, quote unquote, illegally, has led to people listening to music digitally now. You know, Apple iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, other streaming services. Same thing with movies. Movies have gone digital now. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all kind of services out there. games are getting that way too, digitally. Long are the days of having something physical in your possession of that. It's amazing how that all has come to full circle. But what I was getting at is, like, 10 years ago, you could put a song in a video, and it was the most awesome fucking thing. Like, I remember one of my first videos, I wish I had it. I wish I fucking kept it. I had this Michael Myers mask at the time, and I remember this like it was just yesterday. I swear to you, I had this very shitty fucking camera that I bought from Walgreens. It was like a $20-$30 fucking camera that may have recorded only maybe 20 or 30 minutes of video and ran off 2 AAA batteries. But I had this shitty fucking video, and I was up late too, This is when I was working overnight, and this was one of my nights off, and I was used to being up all night. I was up till like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, man. And I had this idea. So I think I was watching this video on YouTube it was either I was watching this video or I came across it afterward. So I ended up putting this Michael Myers mask on my head. And I recorded myself just like fucking mosh pitting solo in my bedroom, just like fucking, fucking headbanging with this Michael Myers mask. And I was playing, because at the time I didn't know how to fucking video edit. I didn't have any of that software. So I was playing Slipknot's, I think I was playing Sick. It was either Sick or Before, I forget. It was one of those songs. I was playing it, and I was fucking headbanging to it on fucking camera, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and I uploaded it to MySpace. I was on MySpace at the time. That was fucking hilarious. That was some badass shit. I wish I still had that video. I remember like it was yesterday. I'm sitting up at fucking 4:30 in the morning. It's almost 5 o'clock. The sun's coming up behind me in the fucking window, and I'm sitting there headbanging. I'm tired as shit. I'm headbanging the fucking Slipknot on camera. That was some fucking awesome shit. This was back in 2006. I was like, holy shit. I can't remember. I just now remember that. That was one of my best moments right there, like one of my first videos that I ever made, and it was fucking cool. Even a buddy of mine, Tommy, oh god, he was over one time, and I was like, let's do a video for MySpace, because at the time our favorite album, it was pretty badass. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty badass. It was from Drowning Pool, their second album, Desensitized, and they had this song Step Up on there. It was like one of those anthems where it's like, you want to fuck with me, I'm game, I'm gonna fuck you up kind of thing. So I had the camera facing on both of us in my bedroom, and I had the song playing in the background, and we made it look like we were beating the shit out of each other in the fucking corner. We made it look so fucking realistic. Even when we rewatched the video, it was fucking badass. We're standing there, we're not trying to make any kind of sounds at all. We were like silently look like we're punching each other and shit, like WWE kind of shit. And the result was like a lot better than what we fucking imagined, and it was hilarious. But imagine trying to put that shit on YouTube now. They'd be like, okay, you won't be able to monetize your video because you have this song playing in the background. I'm like, okay, well, fuck you. I'm not planning on monetizing it. It's for entertainment purposes and shit. And that's one thing that YouTube's come to, it's like, okay, you can't use copyright material. I'm like, I'm not making financial gain off this shit. I don't own the song. I own the video. I don't own the song, but oh well, it's whatever. So that was always a thing, you can't put copyrighted material in your videos. You can't put music. You can't put other videos in the videos. You can't use clips from anybody else's videos because they can copyright you and all. And they can have that video taken down. That was a thing. So, last few years, let's say almost about 10 years, ever since YouTube has allowed people to monetize their videos, and then of course, even after Google came in and partnered with them, they partnered with them, I think back in 2014, 2015, I think that's around the time. So the last few years, YouTube has gone down the shitter. You know, they've made so many changes to their terms of service, and now it's like videos you make, if you have any kind of profanity in it, gets demonetized. If you're talking about anything dealing with religion, government, anything controversial, if you're a podcast or anything and you're talking about controversial shit, if you're swearing in them and all, demonetized. Anything nowadays, if you put in a video, demonetized. And that was pissing a lot of creators off the last couple years with these new terms of service. Like, they can't put this in there, they can't do that. That's why a lot of YouTubers have now gone to like PG or maybe PG-13 rated videos that are quote unquote family friendly. Because a lot of advertisers that put their advertisements on these videos, they were pulling away from YouTube because, let's say you're CEO or an advisor for Coca-Cola. They were one of the ones that pulled out from their advertisements. Let's say you're an advisor for Coca-Cola and one of your ads is placed on a video for Demolition Ranch, and you're like, well, we're not here to promote guns. Guns kill people. We're pulling out. Or let's say you got a condom fucking commercial and it's being viewed on fucking a children's video. Oh no, we don't want that shit on a child's video. I mean, you know, we don't want to promote sex to kids. We don't want to do this. It was all kind of dumb bullshit reasons. A lot of advertisers pulled away from YouTube, and that hurt the site. It hurt Google. It hurt YouTube in general. So they had to make some changes to their terms of service. And this was a year or two ago when they did this. And they said, look, if you want to monetize your videos, they got to be family friendly. You know, they got to be kid safe. You know, if the parents are allowing their children to watch YouTube, they want to know what their kids are watching. If it's something vulgar, nah, you turn away. You know, you were losing an audience with that. So you had to age restrict your videos. You know, that way kids without accounts, you know, they can't view the videos. Plus, you know, if you want to monetize your stuff now, it's gotta be family friendly. You know, you can't be swearing. You can't be talking about cutting off some guy's ball sack and wearing it on your fucking chin or some shit. Nothing like that. You know, you gotta really PG your content on YouTube. And that was one of the more sinister ways of censoring the voice on YouTube. And now we're seeing censorship moving on, not just on YouTube, but other services like Twitch, Mixer maybe getting hit too. Who knows? You know, censorship is a big problem in this country right now. You know, nobody wants you to talk about religion. They don't want you talking about controversial shit, dealing with the government, dealing with politics, anything at all. If you have secrets to like the 1969 moon landing, if you have the secrets of, oh, we never landed on the moon, but I know what happened then, trust me, they don't want you to fucking know any of that. They want to censor you. And what better way to censor you? Demonetize you. That way, you can't make money off of the fucking product that you're selling. But you can still put it on YouTube. You can still stream it. You just can't make any money off of it. And then, of course, last year, now, there's a lot of people who stream using their mobile devices, their cell phone mobile devices and all. Now, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. You gotta have this amount of view time on your channel. You gotta have this, you gotta have that in order to not just stream using a mobile device, but they also got limitations to partnering with YouTube. You gotta have a minimum of 100. Hold on, I may have got that mixed up. I know with monetization, you gotta limit it. Just like when, if you want to have your own URL for YouTube, you gotta have like a minimum of 100 subscribers. For monetization, I think, what was it? You got to have like 4,000 hours of view time a month or something like that on your videos in order to be monetized or earn any kind of financial gain off of YouTube. I forgot what it was, but YouTube has changed those guidelines and changed those services drastically. And it's hurt a lot of channels. Well, there's a lot of channels that are still hurting. They're not making as much financial gain off of their videos, their own content nowadays because of those changes. I mean, they're struggling, but they're still making it. And there's a lot of smaller YouTube channels out there that are trying to, make a voice for themselves. Like us, because we have pretty good content ourselves. Between our podcasts, the game streams, and the video series that Tom and I have been working on, and we're still going to be putting, content into that. We got to get together again for that too, find out where we're going to go next. But that's all entertainment for us. We have an audience, more people coming along and checking it out. That's terrific. I love that. But, I mean, each of us here, we all have some kind of financial, income. We're all working or we're receiving a check some way. We're not too worried about struggling to make content for a video streaming service that's getting ready to die. And then I want to say this is the way Haggy rants. Okay, he watches our show from time to time, and I was on his podcast a couple times too. He mentioned this 2 years ago. The state of YouTube, the way YouTube is going down the shitter. And when you look at big YouTube stars like McJuggernuggets, Boogie2988, PewDiePie, Kid Behind the Camera, all these people. And he said, look, they're all making this money. They're all, let's see, Mailman Takedown, Ray, tomorrow. I heard something about that. Borderlands 3. Yeah, I gotta check that out tomorrow. But yeah, with all these big YouTubers making money, and he said it perfectly. He said, look, you're living the fun and fame right now, making all this money, but what if tomorrow all that shit can go away? It can all go away. It can all die out. And you would stop making money on YouTube. What would you do then? You would be forced to get a job. Because let me tell you something, nothing lasts forever. Nothing good lasts forever. Right now, anybody on YouTube making any kind of financial gain, any big YouTube star, any big corporation making money on YouTube, the shit doesn't last forever. Nothing good lasts forever. It's going to come to an end. And then what are you going to do? I mean, any of these YouTube stars, like, making money off of content they're putting out there, like, what are they going to do? I mean, I know what Michael Green's going to do. That dude's working for Paul Heyman and shit, and plus he's putting his content on, what is it, Storyfire, or the Fire Story or something like that, Storyfire, the app that's being promoted by McJuggernuggets. That shit ain't going to pay you out well. So, like what Haggy Rant says, these people are going to have to get a job. They're going to have to bring in some kind of money because look at all the fucking houses these guys are buying. They're buying these big, extravagant houses that they're paying on. I mean, you could be the best financial genius on YouTube, and you could finance and manage your money very well. But at the end of the day, like tomorrow, when YouTube is done for, where do you go from there? I mean, yeah, you could stream on like Twitch or something. You could still have like donations being made. You could still have your fans donate to your, to your videos, to your channel or whatever. That's all I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you put all this hard work and effort into making a video, so I'm pretty sure you could put all your hard work and effort into flipping a burger at McDonald's or putting clothes away at a fucking Walmart or something, Because a lot of these young YouTubers, they get right into making money just by making content. They have no real world work ethics. And that's a sad thing right there. If you hop on YouTube at the age of 15 or 16 and you've been making money on YouTube for the last 5 or 6 years, like, okay, you finished school, that's cool, you got your diploma. Where's your work ethics at? You know, are you going to be getting a job? You know, in their mind, they're like, I already have a job. My job is YouTube. I'm an entertainer. You know, I do this, I do. I'm like, okay. Well, let's go back to what Haggy Ranch said about that. Okay. So you're making videos on YouTube. You know, you're 16, you're 17. You know, you're in school, but you're doing this full-time thing, and you're bringing in these checks. What are you going to do tomorrow when that shit ends? When it gets killed off? What are you going to do? I mean, even if you move to another website and do the same thing, you're not going to be making as much money on there. You may not be making money on there, period. What are you going to do? You're going to have to go out and get a job. And a lot of these people do not have work ethics, nor do they have the strive to go out there and get a job and actually do some actual hard labor. That is the sad that is the sad turning point in anybody's life right there. You know, somebody who's really young and they're making a voice on YouTube, a video streaming platform, and it's all going to come to an end soon. It's all going to come to a head. And it's the saddest thing to see to them, you know, today's generation, where they're like, I'm making money at the age of 15. Yeah, well, when that financial gain, when that allowance gets cut off, when that site shuts down, or, you know, when they shut down, period, the fact that you're making money, you know what Dad's gonna say? Get your fucking ass out there with that lawnmower, boy. You got some money to make. You'll be cutting lawns. Who knows? I mean, these young kids, they've been going out there and putting up lemonade stands or some shit. Or it could be a fact. It's like, oh, Dad, I'm not getting paid from YouTube anymore. They shut down. What am I going to do, Dad? See that door there? What about it? Get your ass out on the other side of it and find a job. That's what it's going to be. And these kids are scared shit. It's like, oh, I got to work. Oh, no. I got to get up. I got to walk. I got to drive. I gotta go so far. I gotta go 5 minutes up the road. I gotta get a job. I gotta deal with people. Oh, I'm not gonna be my own. Oh, who fucking cares? The rest of us fucking work. I've been working since 2005. God damn. Well, that was my actual first full-time job. I worked part-time with my dad throughout high school. So technically, I guess I could say I've been working since 11th, 12th grade, you know, making money, but I was earning a buck. I was earning money, you know. 2022 or 2002 for you. Yeah. You know, we all start working very young when we're in some in middle school maybe, you know, making a few bucks here or there, mowing lawns or some shit, but high school is when you start going out and getting a job. So now, you know, with this video streaming service dying out and people are going to be looking for ways of making money. Oh, boo-hoo, you got to go out. Hey, Walmart's always hiring, guys. Taco Bell's always hiring. McDonald's could use somebody. You know what? Go get a job at McDonald's. You know why? Because there's 2 McDonald's in my fucking area. Those people are absolutely fucking worthless working there. It's where the fuck's that beeping coming from? Sounds like a goddamn clock was going off. You worked at Ames? Holy shit. I remember when Ames was a thing in Pasadena. Let me tell you, that when I got my first guitar, I was in high school, and I took guitar class, and I love playing guitar. And for my birthday, I think it was 2001, maybe 2001, 2002, my dad took me to Ames in Pasadena when it was open, and he got me my first acoustic guitar for my birthday. It was like $60 or $70 fucking guitar, but it was perfect, you know. It did the job. I loved it. Yeah, Ames, that's how far back we go. Kids today are like, what the fuck is Ames? Are you talking about like aiming down sight? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking smack you, kid. Child abuse, fuck you. I'm gonna smack you in the face. with a soldering iron or a fucking belt. If you guys hear a lot of fucking loud sawing or something, my neighbor's getting her tree cut down next door. They've been doing it for the last 2 fucking hours. Woke me up, goddammit. So anyway, I've rambled on so fucking much about, you know, the history of me being on YouTube, but I want to get into the main thing that I've really been wanting to talk about on here. And it's the reason why I think we will no longer be on YouTube in 2020. So I'm going to start downloading all our content on my computer. So Tom, I'm going to download all the URCs. I'm going to download all the Through the Doorway podcasts. We're going to have them on other platforms. We're going to have them on Facebook and all. So we're going to have our content downloaded. And I think a lot of other creators are not going to be on YouTube in a while, come 2020. And here's why. So recently, apparently this was going on for the last 2 or 3 months. YouTube has signed over to the Federal Trade Commission. First Borderlands DLC December 19th. Okay. I heard something about that. Now my sinuses won't act up. Every time I fucking do a podcast, you know, when I get sick, my sinuses act up. But yeah, the Federal Trade Commission has signed a deal with YouTube for $170 million. This is going to kill YouTube. This is the YouTube killer right here. If you think anything before now killed it, you're dead wrong. What the fuck did they do on Ponytail? Oh, yeah, Pokemon shit. The FCC's YouTube settlement. This was back in September 11th this year. This is another sign of COPPA, the enforcement heating up. So this all goes back to our children watching YouTube. This all goes back to, all right, kids today, they watch YouTube. If they're not watching Netflix, if they're not playing video games, they're watching YouTube. Kids, parents, cable television is dying. Give your kids cable to watch. There's fucking hundreds of fucking channels to watch. You got like fucking 10 different variations on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. You got PBS. You got fucking Sprout. Give your kids something to watch on TV. Pull them away from that fucking electronic device that they hold up to their face for 8 hours a fucking day. You know, if you want them to watch something and that's safe and that you know that it's safe, put them in front of a TV for a couple hours or take them outside and fucking push them on a swing or some shit. God damn. So, with kids watching shit on YouTube nowadays, and it's become a big thing. This was even on the news with, you know, the content that kids are fucking watching on YouTube. One of the most recent ones earlier this year was that fucking Momo meme or something. What was it? Momo? That fucking thing that, you know, was intertwined with the fucking Peppa Pig shit and a few other things where they, you know, it was like the fucking suicide challenge for kids. It's like, oh, if you're happy, cut yourself. Hang yourself. Put a rope around your neck and jump off the family. This was just an act of some fucking retard. Yes, I said retard. Fuck you, YouTube. Censor me. Some fucking retard had the idea of putting a fucking video out there stating, follow this list of things to do. You know, if you want to visit a family member in heaven, you want to do this and that, well, do this list of things and you'll get there. Do it, or the Momo will get you. What has the fucking world come to? That this is what, you know, our kids are fucking victimized on a fucking video streaming network with a fucking challenge or a meme. It became a fucking meme. What happened to Momo? A meme killed it. Thank the meme. The memes killed the Momo. Made fun of it. Fuck that Momo meme, you know? Our children's lives were in danger for a little bit. Well, it became a fucking meme and it died off. But parents, a lot of parents out there don't know what their kids are watching on YouTube. And then when they finally learn what it is, they get pissed off at the creators. They get pissed off at the service. They even got, you know, their own streaming service that's a subsidiary to YouTube. YouTube Kids. Parents are told to download this app on their phones, their tablets, and it's just a few alternatives to make YouTube safer for kids. And that was one of the reasons why YouTube changed their terms of service a couple years ago to where your content is to be PG fueled. No swearing, no controversial content, no violence, nothing like that. No violent content, nothing. Okay, so a lot of content creators got around that. Am I worried about it? No. I don't monetize this shit. This shit's for all fun and games. You know, tomorrow if 1,000 people watch this podcast and they get the point and they love it, 1,000 people may fucking subscribe to our channel. They may leave content. They may leave comments. Next thing I'm going to be saying, they may leave me some continents. So, because of all that, that's why we got a lot more family-friendly content. I love how they demonetize things that are even completely legal. Well, that's it all falls under censorship and what YouTube thinks it should be family friendly. It's ridiculous. They've gotten that far, and now with the FT, I wish that fucking tree saw would go fucking kill itself. That's all I hear is this next door. It's on the other side of the fucking house. Christ. So now they want to kill off children's content. They want to take down the content now or something like that. I'm going to briefly read this article here. This was from back in September. Collecting children's data for marketing purposes isn't completely restricted in the United States, but the fiscal risks of doing so have increased significantly after Google settled with the FTC and New York Attorney General's office for $170 million over YouTube's COPPA rules violation. In response, YouTube declared that it will no longer personalize or show personalized ads on videos made for children. Starting in roughly 4 months, YouTube said it will treat data from anyone watching children's content on YouTube as coming from a child, meaning it will limit data collection on child targeting videos to what is needed to support the operation of the service. There was another thing too. The algorithm of YouTube. If you're a big YouTuber, you know, and big YouTubers were having this issue from time to time where, let's say I'm subscribed to Boogie2988 and I'm wanting to watch his next video. You know, when his next video comes up, I want to be alerted. People were being unsubscribed from channels. People were not getting alerted for, you know, new content being shown up and all. Nothing was being put out. And not only that, if you were subscribed to these channels, or if you look at the trending pages or the homepage, these channels were being taken out of the algorithm of YouTube. And YouTube was pretty much recommending certain content that they thought was safer for the viewer to watch, rather than what you want to watch. All because, you know, and it shows right here. So to YouTube, any video being watched, they consider it as a child watching the video. Oh, goo goo gaga. Yeah, I watch Kid Behind Camera. I watch Angry Grandpa say, "Fuck you, fat bitch, suck my dick." Yeah, I'm a fucking kid, YouTube. So, I know they're changing their terms of service again come December 10th. That's what's going to fuck everybody over. They said they will treat data from anybody watching children's content on YouTube as coming from. So, if I'm watching a kid playing with Legos, I'm considered a child. It's fucking amazing. This fucking service is already killing me. Meaning it will limit data collection on child targeting videos. Anybody got any output for that? Input, output, whatever? I don't understand. The settlement, the stiffest fine in COPPA's history, may be another sign of the FTC becoming more assertive in protecting child's data. First of all, fuck the FTC. They are the biggest motherfuckers in this country when it comes to censorship. Fuck the Federal Trade Commission. Whatever happened to freedom of speech and expression? Alright, that was the thing for social media and YouTube when YouTube became a first thing. Your freedom of expression. You were free to express yourself and be yourself on social media. We have come to the fact to learn that the FTC, they'll censor you no matter what. I think a bunch of fucking SJW liberals and probably some LBGT motherfuckers, I believe they're probably part of that whole goddamn thing too when it comes to the FTC. Fuck the FTC. The settlement arrived 6 years after the FTC updated its COPPA rule requiring parental consent when collecting underage children's data for behavioral advertisements and deeming third parties liable if they have actual knowledge that is collecting personal information from users on a child-directed site or service. And you guys are probably wondering what COPPA stands for. Let me look that up. I was actually looking at it earlier, and I done forgot what the fuck. Okay. It's the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Protection Act. Let me tell you all something. You got 8 or 9-year-olds going to Pornhub as soon as puberty hits. We're going to start a new series called Taco Tuesdays, where every Tuesday we just eat tacos. Yeah! There we go. All I got to do is, Tom, get you on Skype, get somebody else on Skype. I will reroute it into a fucking podcast. We're all sitting here live on video eating tacos. I may even stream from my phone going to the bathroom and say, here's the result of Taco Tuesday. That's what's going to happen right there. There's your fucking Taco Tuesday. Let me see if this picks up. Hold on. Let's see if this picks up.
You dead? Gay?
Nope, that didn't pick up at all. Let me see. Where's my audio output here? Okay. Audio output. I am outputting through this. Alright. I want to see. There we go. Here's what I think about Here's what I think about the whole thing in general.
But yet, he's a cripple bitch. That's right, Haggy Rants. I called you a cripple, hypical, whatever, bitch.
That's what I think about the FTC. They are fucking hypocritical cripples. That or this.
Seriously think you're gayer than a $2 bill.
Yeah, the FTC's gayer than a $2 bill. I made that fucking soundboard this morning. Oh, it was the best thing I could do. Made that fucking soundboard. And guess what? This fucking soundboard already got 101 fucking views. That's a lot more than any fucking video I've ever put up on fucking YouTube in a day. Oh, shit. So, when it comes to the FTC, and with everything that they've done here, everything that they're doing, so basically, YouTube content creators, are going to be held liable for any videos that they have up on their channels that don't fall under the requirements. Dr. Evil, quote unquote, requirements. So, I just lost my train of thought. And I was watching a couple of these videos earlier too. So, falling under this requirement, well, I know what I was thinking of. So, if any of you guys log into YouTube and you go to where you edit your videos on YouTube, or if you go to check your analytics or whatever, if you notice at the top of the screen where it talks about COPPA and review your channel, to let us know if your videos are child friendly or whatever, check mark this and that. No, our videos aren't child friendly. Do I give a shit if a child comes here and watches? Not really. I mean, I don't promote it. I don't promote a child to come here and listen to us talk about shit and tits and pussy and dicks and all that. I don't promote that shit. If a kid comes in and watches our videos and they got an account, I'm not liable for a fucking kid who favorites this video or this podcast. That ain't my fucking fault. Because our content is not child friendly. It never has been. Am I to blame for a kid coming in here and watching our content on YouTube? I'm not the fucking blame. You want to blame somebody? Blame the fucking parents. They're the ones that are supposed to know what the child is watching. That falls under their responsibility. They are responsible for what their child does online, what they watch online, what they view online. If little Bobby Hill comes in here and he's fucking 6 years old or 7 years old and he's listening to an episode of Tune In Live and he's going to daddy saying, "You're a fucking retard. Our content isn't very friendly to us." I think our content is more mature than we are. But let's just say little Bobby Hill comes in. He's watching us. And he goes to his dad. He said, "Hey, Dad, what's a fucking kumquat?" You know what's going to happen? Dad's going to ask where he heard that. He's going to say, "This YouTube video that I watched." And two things are going to happen. Dad's going to be pissed off at us because of the video that his son watched. And two, Dad's going to put his son outside by a tree, chain him to the fucking tree, facing the tree. He's going to get a fucking belt, and he's going to fucking belt that kid's ass until he has fucking welt marks on it. That's what's going to happen. That's not the reality, but that's what could happen. You little bastard. Hi, Daddy. What am I doing wrong? You watched a video on YouTube, didn't you, motherfucker? Yeah, you little bastard. Called me a fucking retard. Hey, you little kumquat son of a bitch. Then he's going to come in and say, "Oh, you motherfuckers over there at Arrow Entertainment, I got you. Yeah, you say your content ain't child friendly. Yeah, I'll get you little motherfuckers after I fucking put a big old bruise on Bobby's face." That's what happens. That's what's going to be the fucking norm right there. So, if you label your videos as kid-friendly, that kids will watch, but a kid watches it, and there's a hint of nudity in it, or maybe it's a guy going for 20 minutes going fuck, 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 and this shit gets back to YouTube or the Federal Trade Commission, those YouTube creators not only are held responsible for that, but they'll be fined for it. And this is a weird fine. This is like a very odd number. A content creator can be fined $42,530 per video. Per video. So, if little Bobby Hill watches this podcast at the end of the day, and his dad, after he's given his son a fucking beating from hell, decides to flag our video and report it to the FTC, look at the fucking job I got. It's going to take me like 3 fucking years of fucking net worth to be able to pay off a fine for one fucking video. That is astronomically fucking retardedly ridiculous. And yes, I came up with that fucking statement and quote. Yes. It's fucking ridiculous that a content creator can be fined $42,000 all because their video was deemed kid-friendly, has advertisements on it. A child clicked on the video. Children are children. A kid's going to be a kid today. They're going to, if you're on the fucking dirty battlegrounds of YouTube and you're looking for something to watch, all these videos are eye candy to a kid. If I put this podcast up today and I have a picture of fucking Barney shaking hands with the Teletubbies, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? A kid is going to click on it and he's going to watch us for over an hour, or watch me for over an hour ranting on about YouTube and calling his dad a fucking kumquat, And then it's going to be a fucking chain reaction. And then, of course, we'll probably end up getting a fucking lawyer, emailing us or some shit. Oh, you are being summoned to court, the fine of $42,530 for your video, which little Bobby Hill has viewed on YouTube, even though you deemed it as child friendly. Where the fuck do they get off of this shit? Like, even children's videos are being fucking flagged by this. So the FTC is shutting off advertisements from videos in general. And it's pissing off a lot of creators out there. Creators that make money on YouTube. Creators that look at YouTube as a financial income for their extravagant houses, their boats, their yachts, their second houses and shit, YouTubers that take advantage of that moment, or just YouTubers that make content, bring in some kind of financial gain for them, and put stuff back into the channel to make it better. There's a lot of good content creators out there, they have fun with that shit, That's what makes YouTube so good. But now the content creators are getting hit very hard by the FTC. They're being hit by it. So now it's like, not only is your video PG rated, but the FTC says, fuck you. Even if you go down to G rated, even if it's just a video of you sitting there for 20 minutes, smiling and waving hi to the camera, they're going to fucking flag you. Even if it's deemed as child-friendly, there's no nudity, there's no talking, there's no cursing. It's just you sitting in front of a camera, waving hi to a kid, and you got little fucking ponies in the background. You got colorful rainbows and shit. You got Teletubbies dancing on the goddamn screen. Fuck you. You're not going to be making any kind of monetary gain off of that shit. It's not going to happen. This is the end of YouTube. Now, a lot of people may look at this as like, nah, YouTube's not going to end. They're not going to kill the service off. Well, take it like this. A lot of these videos that people watch today from a lot of content creators who look at YouTube as not only as a hobby, but as a job. What do you do when you're forced to work for free? You quit that job. If my boss came up to me and said, well, we can't afford to pay you right now, but we would like you to continue your services with us until further notice. Fuck you. I quit. There's already creators leaving YouTube in 2020. One of them is McJuggernuggets. McJuggernuggets already came out and stated that he is leaving YouTube January 1st. He's been on Storyfire for the last year or so, which, in my opinion, is a garbage app because I tried it and it's that fucking bad. So you got other people leaving certain services for other services. People are leaving YouTube because of shit like this. So what's going to happen when all these creators leave YouTube? You're not going to get all these fancy little videos anymore. You're not going to get all these prank videos anymore. You're not going to get all this information anymore because of what the FTC is doing. You know, YouTube signs with them. They want to bring them in. This ain't fucking cable television. It's an online streaming service. I can understand cable television, public television being censored. It's been censored for God knows how long, ever since television's been a fucking thing, you know? You know, TV's been censored for decades. YouTube is an online video streaming service. It's been a vessel for people to express themselves freely and not having to censor anything. Well, you know, I would say censor your race. You know, if you're racist, censor that shit. You know, nobody wants to see your racist ass on fucking YouTube. But other than that, you know, you can express yourself. You can express your opinions or just be yourself. You know, create a fucking video of you farting for 20 fucking minutes. And that would be gold. That'd be comedic gold. If I could sit here and take my clip from our Through the Doorway episode of me farting and loop that for 20 fucking minutes, people love that shit. There'd be comments saying, oh yeah, 14 minutes in, yeah, that's the best one. It's the same fucking fart. I would love to see shit like that. Just a video of me farting for 20 fucking minutes. That would be internet gold right there. And at the end of it, I would have a fucking Burger King ad play. I would have the fucking Burger King mascot himself peep around the fucking corner with a croissant. And then me farting and then him reversing back around the fucking corner. So, you know what? God damn it. I should have did that. When I did that fucking, I should have did that, Tom. I should have did that. I should have had the fucking Burger King mascot peep around the corner, me farting and him go back in and fucking hiding. It's not too late, though. It's not too late. I can still do it. I can still do it. I may do it after this video. I may fucking do it. But yeah, it's not too late. It's never too late. It's still getting done. But that's another reason why I got a program called let me hover over it. The free YouTube downloader. I paid $30 a year for the license. And what it does, it downloads videos from YouTube, or it can download and convert them to MP3 file. That's how I've been getting my music too. So I get videos and music off of YouTube. I have hundreds upon hundreds of YouTube videos downloaded from a lot of YouTube channels that I love watching, even random miscellaneous shit. I have a lot of stuff downloaded and backed up. Because let me tell you something, once YouTube is killed off, that stuff you can't find anymore. That stuff you cannot find anymore. Like, if there's TV shows you haven't watched in years and they air them on YouTube, now would be a good time to invest in something like that and download that shit and back it up, because you ain't going to see that anymore. It's just going to be a faded memory in the wind. That's all it is. And all because YouTube has finally taken its final cyanide pill. That is one way to word it. YouTube has finally taken its cyanide pill. YouTube is finally killing itself for good. By signing with the FTC, with COPPA, $170 million, just so their platform can remain family friendly. But then at the end of the day, it's not even really family friendly, is it? It's not. Aside from the recent settlement, the FTC is also stressing enforcing children's data privacy by reminding state attorney offices they too have the power to bring child data privacy litigation. Along with extending COPPA liability to third parties, the FTC chairman also noted that the complaint alleges channels on a general audience platform are websites or online services under COPPA first impression application of the law. So I don't know how much you missed, Tim. I see you're back. But COPPA and FTC, with all this happening, let's say you put a video out there and your channel is labeled as child friendly. You know, children come to your channel, watch your videos. First of all, you cannot stop a child, a kid, a teenager, anybody under the age of 18. You can't stop them from watching your videos. If little boy Blue, who's 7 years old, comes to Lycanthropy Games and watches a Borderlands stream and there's titties flopping all over the place and mom comes in the room and sees it, you know what's going to happen? First of all, mom's going to take little boy Blue out to the fucking shed and beat him with 1,000 fucking switches, leaving welts on his ass and shit. You little bastard. What I tell you about the fucking titties? Huh? You want to see some pussy too? Yeah, I'll show you some pussy, little motherfucker. Ah, leave me alone. I'm only 7 years. Fuck you, little motherfucker. That's going to happen. And then mom's going to come in the house and saying, hey, this channel is not child friendly. Something needs to be done. So she's going to contact the FTC. She's going to email YouTube. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. And they'll be like, oh, this video's not child friendly. This channel's not child friendly. So they investigate your video and all. I mean, I don't know what steps they're going to take to doing all this shit, but pretty much you could be held accountable for your content not being child friendly, and you could be fined over $42,000 per video. Per video. Because of this contract signing with the FTC. You know, because YouTube wants their service to be child friendly. If you all want child friendly, hey, Disney Plus is a thing now. There's your child friendly. You know what? Our child friendly back in the fucking day scared the fuck out of us. You movies like fucking Anastasia and Pinocchio and Bambi, Old Yeller, those family-friendly movies back then traumatized us. There's our child-friendly content. Do you think anything that you or I put on this fucking platform is going to traumatize a child? I think not. To the moms and dads out there who think videos on YouTube are bad, put your fucking child in front of Old Yeller. Force them to watch that fucking kid at the end shoot the goddamn dog. If you ain't seen the fucking movie, oh well, the dog dies in the end. I spoiled it for you. I'm sure it'll be on Disney Plus here soon. But that was our fucking childhood right there. Some of us were traumatized by that. Some of us were traumatized by Bambi's mother dying. Anastasia, wasn't that a scary fucking movie, kids? Growing up, that movie's been out for how many years? 70, 80 fucking years? Look at The Wizard of Oz, a family-friendly movie, has some scary moments in it. But yet, a simple video on YouTube, a simple little video on YouTube, where I'm cussing, and the kid watches. Do I have control what these kids watch? No. I mean, the parents come in to say, get off that fucking channel before I beat you again. But other than that, why should I be held liable for what the parents make you watch? You sounded like Captain Spaulding when you said that. I probably did. Where's Mike when you need him? I'd be like, yeah, Old Yeller dies at the end. What'd you say? Did I stutter, bitch? Old Yeller dies in the end. So you take a video from my channel, and it's not, even though it's not child friendly, my channel, our channel, I don't know why I said mine, our channel on YouTube is not child friendly. And I had to go into the settings and click a little setting, click a little mark on there saying, yeah, our channel is not child friendly. If I deemed it child friendly and a family of kids who can't afford to, to have black eyes when they go back to fucking school again, if they watch our videos and it gets reported, you mean to tell me that every video could be fined? Or we could be fined $42,530 per fucking video? Man, y'all could suck my dick for that shit, man. What do you guys think of this whole thing? I mean, I haven't read too much into it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that are like, oh, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. Well, fuck you, you SJW bitch. Fuck you. You motherfuckers, them... I hate to say it, members of the LGBT community and liberals are fucking cancer to this goddamn country. They are killing off everything. Free speech is not free anymore. You got that fucking right. Fuck them. Here's my freedom of speech. Lick my asshole. Suck my taint. Choke on my ball hair. There's my freedom of speech. Fuck you.
He who laughs laugh will always last. Laugh last. Trust and believe that.
You got that right, Hubbard. Shit. You got that right.
And it is my freedom of speech, and I can speak all I want.
100%.
So come on, people. Let's all unite together, huh?
United together, we take a huge shit.
I bet Tom's over there fucking dying of laughing right now. It's a soundboard I made this morning. It is fucking hilarious.
Nobody ever deserves that pain and harmony.
Make. I'm gonna show you how fucking crazy I am when my fucking fist goes in down your fucking throat, you piece of shit.
So there you go, YouTube. Flag this stream.
You dead? Gay?
No, you let me listen now!
George Sprave has a suit against YouTube. I think everybody's gonna have fucking suits against fucking YouTube. It's insane.
Trust and believe that.
Goddamn right.
Sucking cocks or whatever, you wonder about the gayness that you really are.
Gay bastard and all that shit.
It doesn't matter what kind of hate we can do.
Yo, bitch.
Look up Fair 2. Yeah, I'll check that out afterwards. Oh, shit.
Stop the hate, spread the love. Ching, ching, ling, ling.
Oh, Tom, I hope you didn't die over there, man. I know you must be falling out of your chair right about now.
Hell, I'm fat. I have no teeth. I'm a true West Virginia. My wife is a one ugly ass bitch. Probably weighs about 375 pounds. And keep it up, and keep it up, and keep it up. Then keep it up, and keep it up.
Oh, man. Well, that's pretty much my whole thing on the whole fucking YouTube thing. It was good going back talking about the good old days, what I had with No, you let me listen. Alright, we got a last minute request. Hold on. We got a last minute request.
No, you let me listen now!
You dead? Gay?
I came up better continent to show people how serious suicide can really be. No, you let me listen now!
I swear, we gotta get together. You know what? Rather than wait for Loki and Riddle to decide, Tom, we should definitely do a utter random crap podcast using that soundboard. How does that sound? I pretty much have all the fucking catchphrases from him. That'd be fucking funny. Oh shit. But yeah, anybody watching, what do you guys think? I'm gonna leave the comment section open on YouTube. What do you guys think about the whole FTC YouTube collaboration with all this? It's ridiculous. This is definitely the end of it. Yeah, it's about time for a new URC. Yes, it definitely is. I know, let's see, tonight, yeah, fuck YouTube. I know tonight me and Mike, we're playing Modern Warfare. I'm gonna stream that. So we'll be doing that. Hopefully his internet don't conk out or whatever. Tomorrow, I don't know about afternoon time, maybe afternoon time before 5 o'clock, or maybe if you're good after 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow night time, we could do a URC. You know, maybe Mike could join or something. You know, we can definitely do that. Maybe add a topic in there. So I'll get with you on that. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today for this YouTube rant. I hope you guys enjoyed the laughs. I hope you guys were here to... If YouTube is pissing you off, let us know how much in the comment section. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to hit that bell. I know everybody says hit that bell. I mean, what the fuck do we got to offer? Really? Hit subscribe. Check us out, you know, on YouTube, Arrow Entertainment. You can also come on over and follow us on our main streaming channel, twitch.tv/Arrow with a name. No, we are not on Twitter. We're kind of boycotting them right now. I mean, some of our team members are still on Twitter. I don't speak for everybody, but myself, I'm boycotting Twitter for reasons. But we are on Facebook. Be sure to follow us on facebook.com/Arrow Encoded. The stream is going to be re-uploaded to our YouTube channel within a little bit after the stream. So later on tonight, you have no Twitter? Okay, fuck Twitter too. Fuck Twitter, fuck YouTube. YouTube is coming to an end. Let's put it out there. Fuck. I'm going to hashtag this video. Fuck FTC. You just don't use a Twitter. Yeah, everybody's using Facebook more often. You know, well, for now, Facebook is still sort of freedom, you know, somewhat. You know, you can still actually do something on there until somebody, you know, until somebody gets offended and they want to report you. Oh my God. Until next time, everybody, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming in. We will catch you on the flip. See you guys tonight for Modern Warfare. See you tomorrow for other random crap. Y'all have a good night, and we'll catch you later.